There's only one answer to solve all your problems, and that is to fix your broken thinking. You guys, we absolutely must let go of the old person, the old behavior patterns, the old actions, the old thoughts, the old energy, and we must resurrect from within the mind of Christ to fix the broken thinking that this world has programmed us with, that teaches you that fulfillment comes from outside yourself, that you need something outside yourself to achieve your goals or be who God created you to be, that there is any lack ever in existence anywhere in the universe, and that you are meant to live your life in fear and worry and being attacked in your identity. Guys, it is so rampant all around the globe right now. Since the beginning of time, people have been attacked in their identity, and it is thicker than ever before right now. We saw it in the last couple of years in the things that were put into our world here. And guys, we have to fix our broken thinking that says that we need something outside of ourselves in order to be whole and complete and capable of living as the perfect design that God, the grand creator of all, created us to live as. It's just terribly inaccurate, and it burdens my heart to see so many people so overweight, caught in the vices of drug and alcohol addictions, caught in the vices of terrible things like addiction to sex and pornography, caught in the vices of negative, low-level thinking and behavior patterns. It just burdens my heart when I see people who, honestly, I used to be a lot more judgmental, and it's not good either. However, what I've come to realize is that people who are really overweight are actually some of the most resilient people out there. They've been able to survive for years, oftentimes decades, carrying around all this excess weight. The problem is, though, is that they're thinking that that's okay. There is broken thinking in thinking that it is okay to be massively overweight and to set a poor example, especially as a man in this world, to set a poor example for your spouse and for your children. And even if you're not married and don't have children, to set a poor example, leading by example of what not to be like. When we could address this very simply by fixing the broken thinking of pleasure seeking, by fixing the broken thinking of thinking that we can just eat whenever we want, and by fixing the broken thinking of obliviousness, choosing to become hyper aware, to build self-love, and to love others like we love ourselves. When Christ came, the Pharisees asked him, what's the most important commandment? He said, love the Lord your God above all else and love your neighbor like yourself. And what a lot of people miss in that statement is that you must love yourself the way you love God, not above God, but you must love yourself with the same love that you love God in order to love your neighbor like yourself. We keep God above all else. We must develop self-love. And the way self-love develops is through developing our character, through choosing to seek awareness and generate clarity every single day, to continually wake up early, work out, face elective adversity, and reflect on our lives and the growth that we must achieve today that we have not achieved yesterday. We absolutely must fix the broken thinking that people think that of this like utopian life or world, that everything's just going to be all good, peaches and cream, sunshine and rainbows forever one day. And this stems from the conditioning and programming of retirement. People think that they're going to trade 30, 40, 50 years of their life working for somebody else, making somebody else's dreams come true, getting ripped off in all ways possible and complete life sucked from them, so that for maybe 10, 20, maybe 30 years at the end of your life, you can do what you want and enjoy it. This is broken thinking. It is a broken model. Social Security has already run out, basically. There's already people who have worked their whole life and retired, and now they're struggling to figure out a way to live on their retirement. You guys, this is broken thinking. How much longer are we going to perpetuate this brokenness? Seriously, I have had enough of this. I have made the choice in my life that I refuse to perpetuate brokenness in my life any longer, and I refuse to perpetuate brokenness in the world any longer. It's one of the reasons why I do what I do. It's one of the reasons why I build the programs that I build to help people. It's one of the reasons why I shoot these videos and post prayers all the time, because I refuse to be part of broken man's broken model, fallen man's broken model. And it's just so interesting to me when I meet people every day, every week in places I go, how much pride they have in being a good little slave to the constraints of society, to the conditioning and programming of this world, and to all of the broken models of fallen man and this broken thinking we live in. For instance, to me, honestly, a lot of these people who are like highly educated are the worst of them all, because they have a bunch of theory. They've been misprogrammed and conditioned based on a terribly corrupt system, and they actually think they're smart. And a lot of these people are the most unhealthy, most oblivious, most selfish, narcissistic people out there. It's crazy, guys. We have got to end the broken thinking that tells us that we're just one day going to find this thing outside of ourselves that's going to make us successful. We must end the broken thinking of thinking that we're just going to wake up and there's going to be no problems one day. Oh, yeah. One day there's going to be no problems. No, you guys, that is literally praying for weakness. That is literally asking God to make you weaker. So do not pray for no problems. Pray for the strength and courage and endurance to overcome bigger problems every day, and watch yourself increase. Watch your sphere of influence grow as you face more difficult problems each and every day, and you build that inner strength, that character development, that resilience, that continuity with your integrity, that when you say you're going to do something, your subconscious mind and your soul and your spirit know that you can and you will do whatever is necessary to make it happen. Fix the broken thinking, guys, by getting in community, get into a coaching program. I don't care what you do, except that I care that you fix your broken thinking. So whatever way that you need to do that, do it now, do it today. You know what you've been needing to do. Your conscience has been calling you to a higher calling, and you've continued drinking beer and eating pizza at night. That is not going to help you ascend your consciousness to bring heaven down here to earth. It's not, guys. Hit me up, leave a comment below, send me a direct message, get in touch, hit the website, find some resources, whether it's from us or from anybody else, and get yourself plugged in with a community that will pull you up in your identity and encourage you, also known as accountability, and that will provide the support and the coaching for those really tough days when you really need help. All right? You must do the work, because doing the work instills the self-worth. Get to work. I love y'all. And always shine brighter.